Buddy, I am sewing. Let me show you guys what I'm working on, and then I'm gonna get back to work. All right, so I'm making scrunchies. So this is what I'm making. This is what I'm doing, is making these, and I'm making them in sessions. So I made 2 yesterday of these ones, and I pre-cut a bunch of them a while back, and I'm ready to sew. And I just bobbined up all my sewing machine, all that I got already. I've already been sewing a little bit, but I put a new bobbin on. So this is what we're making, and they're nice and big scrunchies. I got myself some more elastics, so I've already pre-cut all the elastics already. And we got some thin ones and some thick ones that we're going to do. Some thinner and some thicker ones, but same length. And so what I've done with a lot of them, this is the pieces, so I've sewn the ends. And then I'm going to show you what I do next on that. I'm going to put one there. But I got a bunch of them that I just sew the ends. And here's a bunch of them that is just cut and not sewn yet. And then here's a bunch of red ones that I cut, and we'll work on them next. Hey, Will. And this is a little box that I'm getting ready to send to my kids. I'm going to send them some sage. I'm going to send them little pouches, each a pouch of lavender. And I'm going to send my son some treats for his kitty. And I'm going to send him his necklace. I fixed it for him. And a bunch of gum. I'm going to send him a bunch of gum. But yeah, so far what I've got in the little gift box that I'm going to send to my kids. So, yeah. What's up, Will? So, yeah, we're going to sew. We're going to sew. So I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm going to set it up over here. And then I got to move this down. All right. I have to adjust my camera stand. Hold on. You guys can hang out with me and sew for a little bit. Chat. I'll look at the chat and chat with you guys while I'm sewing. A lot of times I just do this without like coming live or recording it. So, hey DMG 707, welcome. So what we do now is we separate this, and we make sure this is in the middle where I sewed it, and we have this right here, and we make sure it's kind of like in the middle. Doesn't have to be, but it's kind of like in the middle. And we're gonna do this, put it like this. And what I'm gonna do is I gotta show you guys. So what we have here is like a sandwich. We're gonna make a sandwich. We're gonna roll it this way, and then we're gonna roll it backwards so we can sandwich it inside of there. And this is very thin fabric, so it really works really good. And so we're gonna flip it over, and this is inside now. The sandwich is in there. I'm gonna flip it over, and we're gonna make sure it's tucked in there. And then we're gonna sew it straight line. I'm gonna start a little bit past that. So we gotta make sure that the inside stuff does not get sewn on. We don't want it to be sewn on. So you gotta make sure that you make sure it's folded in. All right, can you guys see me? There we go. All right. So I'm just making sure that the sandwich is inside. We're not sewing onto it, but we're just sewing the outside. All right. Make sure that they're folded the same way. Make sure. Yep, just make sure you don't sew the inside. All right, let's go. Let's get started. And then we just make sure the inside is in. And then what you can do is you can start pulling the inside from this side. Pull it through. Oops. Pull it through. See that? So we're going to pull it through. And it's going to come out on this side already sewn. So we're going to go up to almost about there to sew, and then we're going to leave a little spot open where we can feed in the elastics. And after I'm done this one, I'm going to show you how we're going to do a whole one, how to do from start to finish. So if you guys want to learn how to make your own scrunchies, these are really good. You can put your hair in a bun with them and everything. And they work so really, really good. All right. You have a serger? Your mom taught you how to sew? My mom taught me how to sew too. I used to sit beside her while she made like all kinds of clothes. She would make like the vaquero shirts, they're called vaquero shirts. They're like men's shirts that have like those snap buttons, and she used to make all sizes, like from old to young, all kinds of sizes. See, over there, I just kind of like, I sewed it, I think, a little bit inside there. Hopefully I didn't. Hopefully I didn't. Yeah, I did sew it on there a little bit. We just got to pull it. Wasn't careful enough. This is a very thin fabric, so. Oh, now I got to undo it a little bit. There we go. We're back in action now. I'm gonna cut some of these strings off. I wish I had a serger. That'd be cool. Sergers are cool because you can do some really cool professional type of things with it. That's really cool. It's got a snake here. We just got to turn the snake. We pull the snake out of there. You got to pull it out. Pull it through. And maybe I'll put the camera over here so you guys can see me from a different angle. There. Now you can see better what I'm doing. All right. I don't like all this string hanging everywhere. This is the stuff of frays. It frays a lot, this fabric. It's very skinny fabric, but very delicate, but it frays. seeing what you didn't, and there's more. I don't want to put it inside. So I like to do things that don't take me very long to make. I like to sew things that don't take very long because I don't have the patience to make big projects yet. Yeah, you have to get the hang of it. Even everything you make, the more you make the same thing, the better you get at it, the faster you get at it. So it depends on what you like to make and what you can make the most of. That's how I think. That's how my brain works. And I'm pretty good at making these now. I've practiced quite a bit. I've got quite a few already made. And the thing I have to get more confident in is going to the markets because I'm such a hermit that when I'm out there in the market, it's very overstimulating and and then I get antsy and I don't want to be there and yeah, I have nothing to do there. It's really hard for me to be at the market all by myself for sure. Like, if I had a partner to go to the market with me, that'd be different. Like a friend or, a business partner, whatever. All right, so we're almost at the end. I'm leaving about an inch. At the end here, we're leaving about an inch. And I'm just going to trim off. Oh, I'm going to trim off any of the little hairs. And I trim off any of the little hairs. And then we're going to turn it around. A little bit over here. All right, so now, see that? There's a little hole right there. Now made a burrito. I'm going to turn the burrito inside out. And just going to pull it all the way through. Very easy. So now it's like this, and the little hole is, where's my little hole? There's my little hole right there. There's a little hole. And now I'm going to show you guys what I do next. So I'm going to move the sewing machine to the side. Oh. And then we're going to grab an elastic. I'm going to grab a skinny one this time. And I'm going to grab I have 2 pins, 2 bobby pins. Where are the other one? My angels. All right. Well, I have more bobby pins. I dropped one somewhere in my stuff. Okay, so we're gonna start off. We have to get 2 bobby pins, so we're gonna go grab another one. Okay, I like to grab one bigger one, and the other one can be small if you have to. So what we're gonna do is gonna grab this, put it in there. This is how I like to do it, and then we're gonna put it. We're gonna put it on one end. We're just gonna pin it on that end, onto it right there, and then we're gonna grab the big one. Hello, Aussie, and everybody else I missed. Hello, hello. And we're gonna close this one up. And now we got a thing to push it through. So we're gonna start feeding it through. We're gonna feed it through. And it won't go in all the way because it's stuck, right? So this is how I make my scrunchies. There's a lot of it, so that they're gonna be very fluffy ones. One of your creations. Am I wearing one of my creations? And not right now. Well, I am wearing my skirt that I made. Yes, I'm wearing one of my skirts that I made. I made this hat too here. Made this hat. I want to make some more of these hats. I still have to put the little thing on the top, the little button. I have covered it and everything, but I just don't know where I put it. But I made, this is my first hat I made. So yeah, it's a little big for my head, but yeah, I made this hat. I should make little tags that say Casslove on it. You know, that's my name. That's my business name. So you ever see things that say Casslove, anything that I've done, like I've signed it Casslove or whatever, like if I've done like something. Um, but yeah, I'll put get my logo done and then get little tags for my logo. Then everything will have like I'll make little tags to put on my fabric. Oh, I got like, I don't know, I have something in my eye. Puppy hair. Mm. Probably some thread or something because this is very has a lot of thread. Yesterday I was wearing like my like you know like my dress that it's like you know like what is it called, cotton, like it's like t-shirt fabric. But anyways, I had so many threads all over my shirt, all over my dress, I mean. Okay, now we got to the end, we got through the hole. Now we got to find the other safety pin, pull that out and take the safety pin off, take the other safety pin off too. I like to sew mine together. Some people just tie a knot. I like to sew them and go back and forth, back and forth, and back and forth on them. So what I do is I line them up like this. I get my sewing machine out. Where's my coffee at? Pull my sewing machine back here, and then I'm just gonna stitch it back and forth. There we go. It's tight. It's good. You don't see that part. Where did my scissor go? So it's done now, and then you just pull it through, and it's in there now. And then what you want to do is line this up here. The little hole that you have here. And if you want to be very fancy, you can sew this by hand, but I'm not a hand sewer, so I just straighten it up like that. And there's a little thread there that I'm going to cut. And I even put white thread on there. That's what I was doing, is putting white, because this is like a light green. So we're just going to sew across and make it as even as we can. And come to the edge as close as you can. And then we're going to go back and forth a little bit. And there we are, and there we have it. Another one bites the dust. Another one done. Another one. I don't like to say gone. I like to say done. Another one done. Okay, now we have made a big scrunchie. So we're just gonna fluff it all up. Fluff it all up. And there we are. Huge scrunchie. So yeah, so we just turn it and there it is. Big scrunchie. Big scrunchie. And very fluffy. I kind of want to make a red one, but I've got so many of these green ones that I have to make so that I have the white thread in there right now. And I do have some red already done. So we got 3 done. So these are all big ones, very big ones. So that's how you do. Now we grab another one. What are we doing? Hey, 5147. Hey, main girl. Movie quote. Oh, use it. Another one, and that's also like a song. Another one gone. Another one gone. Hmm. This is a very it's a tedious job, and I mean, I don't like doing this a lot. Like I have like a list of things I actually need to do. But I'm doing everything but what's on my list right now. Ever do that? You got a list, but then you don't want to do the list and you're doing everything but the list. Any of you guys can relate? And when my angels tell me to take a breather, I do. And this is kind of like me taking a breather, just doing something that is just, it's just easy to do and doesn't require me to use my intelligence that much. And yeah. Once you get the hang of it, if you've ever worked in a factory, you know what I mean. And once you get the hang of it, you become a natural, right? So it's like we can learn anything. Like I keep telling people, come hang out with me, come work with me, come do things with me. Nobody wants to. It's so sad. I think I need to move. I ran into a childhood friend's sister yesterday, and she's like, "You should just go where you want to go. Like, you just leave this town. Like, there's not a lot going on in this town. People are selling their houses over here too. I don't know. And people have tried to have businesses over here. They close down after a while. People are not here to support each other. Like that's how I feel with like businesses or small businesses. People around here are not really like there to support each other. And a lot of times, it's out of towners that own the businesses in town here. So, but yeah, it's weird. It's weird. It's a town where things just last for a bit, We got something new and then it does and it goes quick. We have so many businesses open here for rent right now, like that are for rent. Like if somebody wanted to start a business, like even like, I would like to start a business maybe, and what I'm doing and stuff. Like I'd like to open something, but I'm not going to say what I'm going to because then other people go take my idea because they don't have any of their own. And they're not willing to like get a reading to find out what they should do, right? Like I'd like to like actually I was thinking about like doing like anybody that wants me to read their energy, like I just like as a general I'll read your energy, and it won't be anything specific. It's whatever your energy you're carrying in yourself. Like I was going to do a reading on that. If anybody that leaves a comment, not on this channel but the other one, leaves a comment saying read me, just say leave a comment saying read me, and that's my Kaslov 111 channel. I've kind of taken a break a little bit from that channel, but I'm not taking a break from that stuff I'm doing on there. I'm just taking a break from recording and going live. I'm doing a lot of like behind the scenes work. And one of the ideas I come up with is like, if people want to try me out and try to see how good I am, leave me a comment on my last video I did, or the last live I did, whatever, and say read me, and I'll see I see all the comments, and if you want me to read you, I will do a video on that and do I'll read in this person's energy, and then you can actually use that to your advantage to in your life, right, to guide you. So that's how that works. I read energy, whether I like it or not. I read it from people. I read people's like body language. I should be a body language expert because I can read people's body language. You know, they could be saying one thing and meaning and you know their body's telling you their meaning is something totally different, right? So like you know, I mean, I'm a good lie detector. That's why men run when I find out. Like they say, and you know, I've dealt with a lot of narcissistics. Like you know, they say when a narcissistic gets caught, they don't trust you anymore. When they get caught, they don't trust you anymore because you know too much. I remember Sue opening guide, the light that was a class. Huh. Yeah, I'm grateful every day that I wake up. I'm grateful to the creator every day. I ask him what he needs me to do, and the things that he needs me to do, I end up doing, or most sometimes I don't. And but if I'm meant to do it, then I will do it, and I'll get the energy. I'll get that spark of energy or whatever, right? That's how I feel. Like if I really meant to do something, and like I feel like I'll like on my spiritual channel, I like a lot of people are not open to it around where I am, and I think I'm in the wrong place for that. So I'm just going to focus on my regular life channel right now. For the most part, unless somebody needs a reading, you always know how to reach out to me for a reading, or if you want to do a collaboration, email me. My channel is my email is there. I'm always open for new opportunities and stuff and sharing knowledge and wisdom with others that have it too, that have the same, you know, gift or curse or whatever you want to call it, depending on how you look at it. It could be a curse, it can be a gift, right? It's all about our discernment about it. I got people following me. Blew this live at first. LOL. Nice, DMG. Thanks for rating. I enjoy raids from people. I appreciate them. I do. I do. Especially when I'm doing something so boring as I'm doing right now. But I mean, it's very useful what I'm doing. But I mean, I enjoy it as long as I have somebody to talk to and stuff. Like, I mean, being in my own head, a lot of times I'll listen to readings, inspired readings. Like, you know, I should do like, you know, tell you guys some of the readers that I really enjoy watching and that are inspiring to me. Um, Mini Pantero is a good male reader. If for those masculines out there that want to hear some, you know, advice from a masculine, you know what I mean, so they can relate better. Um, I have guys that I follow. I have women that I follow, and that you know, sometimes watch if I'm drawn to the reading. And that's what you got to do. You can't make every reading your reading in a general, and that's like you got some days it's your reading and some days it's not. So you just click off. You know, you don't need to listen to someone else's energy or what they're going through, whatever. Right? If it's not your reading, don't make it yours. Right? That's how people need to like stop making everything their life, because it can become your life if you make it resonate for everything. I have learned a lot about energy, even though I always knew that I had it. Had that gift or curse, whatever. And sometimes people get mad at you when you're telling them something, but it's like you're doing it, you're telling somebody something because you care about them, and they can change their situation if you tell them, something, right? But some people take criticism not very easily. Some people don't take criticism very easily. I only take criticism that is of someone that has good intentions for me, and I feel it. I feel if people don't have good intentions. I feel it literally. So, for myself, I can, or my family, I can discern if somebody has good intentions or not. And I trust that God lets me know who is not to be trusted and who's not there for my good, for the goodness of me and themselves, the highest good. All right, so we're done. We're done another one. I don't know how many think I'm gonna make before I go off. Like I've been on here for 30 minutes. I made one and a half, and did a lot of talking too. So that's how long. I never really seen how long it takes me to make one. Thought I would do something different. I was listening to the reading for Gemini from Minnie Pontero, and it was really good reading today. Really, really good reading. Um, if and I hope that some of these creators will reach out to me because I've reached out to people before, and then I thought we were working together, and then it ended up being not what I thought. So like you got to be discerning. You got to be discerning, and have real conversations with people before you work with them. Real actual conversations, like even on StreamYard or something, right? That's why StreamYard is great. I'd love to work with others and intelligent people, but I don't want to be working with the intelligent toxic people that are just toxic and doing it for something negative. I mean, I could just sit there and sew a bunch the other way and then do this later, but maybe I'll do that. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that. Do one thing at a time. Grab another one of these. I just want to get them done. They've been sitting there for a while. But I don't know. My energy's saying that I'm gonna probably maybe give up here soon because I'm just kind of getting sick of it already. But yeah, I'm gonna go do something else. I'm gonna tell you guys I have some videos coming up, um, and I just have to do them. It's just not that I haven't done. It's not like that I haven't wanted to make the video. I just haven't done the work. You got to do the work to make the video. So like I was gonna clean my bathroom and share you guys how I clean my, do a deep cleaning in the bathroom and stuff. I haven't done it yet, so I haven't made the video yet. But it's on my board to make to remind me, and also cleaning my fridge, like really deep cleaning my fridge. And I do throw things out on a regular basis and stuff like that. I don't leave things in my fridge forever, like that is bad. But cleaning it, the actual like wiping it out, washing it out, all that, I haven't done that in a minute. Okay. So I don't know if anybody else is like that, procrastinating about your fridge. But that's another video I'm gonna make because there's got to be people like me that are like just like leave it for a long time, and maybe I can motivate somebody, and maybe I can keep it like on a good, keep it from being messy, whatever, right? Like I had this water jug. I had this water jug that had a leak, and so it like leaked in my fridge all day long, and now I got a new water jug, so now I'm more excited about cleaning it. And I did make a video yesterday. I did put away all of my uh, what's it called, rhubarb that I got from my aunt. Um, when you get stuff given like that from people's gardens and stuff like that, you have to put it away too. And that's another thing I did. And I waited for 2 days before I did that. Like I washed it all and then I let it kind of dry in the bowl for 2 days. And then I cut it up and put it in the baggies and put it in the fridge. I mean, not in the fridge, in the freezer. So it's ready now to make like some yummy rhubarb crisp and stuff, whatever you use rhubarb for. And then I also did dehydrate the raspberries that I went and picked, and I froze the blueberries. I put them in little baggies, and I froze the blueberries to make. You can use them to make smoothies, or you can use them to make blueberry muffins or blueberry pancakes. You can add them to anything, right? But they're frozen now, so I did that. And what else did I do that I was or didn't do that I was gonna do yet? I don't know. Oh, the onions that I had all cut up a while back, I did put them all in the freezer too. Like I had just frozen them in a bowl in the freezer, in my big freezer, and then I actually put them all in smaller bags and then put them back in the freezer. Because I was gonna originally hydrate the onions and make hydrated dehydrated onions, and then I didn't do that. Instead of froze them. But you can always do it later too. Freeze them now, dehydrate them later if you don't have time to work with your dehydrator or something at the time. So it's just preparing a lot of things to have ready for the winter time too. That's kind of like what farmers do, and I grew up farm girl. So you can take the girl out of the farm. You can take the farm girl out of the farm, but you can't. No, you can take the farm girl to the city, but you can't take the farm girl out of the farm girl. I don't know how that works. There's a saying, but you know what I mean. You got it. You get it. I hope you get it. I'll always have my roots. My roots are country. My roots are country. And I'm very multicultural. So I find other cultures very, very unique and interesting, and I like practicing some of them. Because I end up believing in certain cultures, certain things about different cultures. So like I don't believe everything about like the German Mennonite culture. I love their food though. Like I love their food culture. I love the traditional way of doing things where you help each other out. Family's family. Family never leaves family behind. That type of thing. But I'm trying to install that back into the families now. Families aren't like that anymore. They used to be. And I am an old soul, so I remember that shit. And I was also raised in a city in a country where old culture was important still. So if it's not broken, don't fix it, right? If it works, don't break it. And I love some of the foods, some of the ways that they made their foods. Oh yes, I love the recipes. I'm gonna probably make a recipe book from the Mennonite because I am part of that culture. But always said I will take the food with me. Like I'll take the culture's food and the recipes with me in my mind, and then I'll make a recipe book. There's certain things that are very unique to that culture, and it was the only culture that did it. You know, same with other cultures. There's all kinds of things that certain culture, it's their culture to do that, and it's a very unique thing. It's food, it's whatever, it's different things, but it's very spiritually charged. For me, food is very spiritually charged. When I make my ancestors' food, I feel very spiritually charged and motivated um, and yeah, motivated and inspired. That's the word I was looking for, inspired. I'm glad you guys have become friends in my chat, all of you guys, and just can chat, and I can just come on here and do my thing, and you guys can all giving you guys a place to hang out and chat with each other too. That's kind of what Anna's house is about. Like me and Cass house is about. Cass house is about we join and we
We communicate, we hang out, we talk about things that we're thinking about, all that good stuff. We share ideas. We don't steal ideas, we share ideas. And then we try to implement them how we can do them together or alone, whatever. I don't know how to ask for help because, and when I do ask somebody, like, give somebody, I give people ideas. I don't really ask for help. I give people ideas, and that they could also help me, but that would be an idea for them and how they could, like, upgrade or whatever in their life. And we can all upgrade together because, business wasn't built in one day, but it also wasn't built by one person. You know what I'm saying? So people that are not like, I'm trying to like make people think business minded people think a business mind, like people that are not business mind, they will think, oh, you can never do that. No, not alone. Not alone, you can't. But you got to find the right minded people to do those things that you want to do. Doesn't mean your idea is a bad idea. You just haven't found the right people. Like me, I haven't found the right people. I haven't found the business minded people. I'm not saying that I found bad people. I'm just saying I haven't found the right business minded people and that have the right resources. I'm waiting for that. So, you know what I mean? I think I'm going to take a break. I don't know. This is why I cannot do a regular 9 to 5 job because this is what I do. I'm done. I like made one, two, and so I'll show you guys. I got them. I got one that's ready to do. But yeah, so
And it's not like the most exciting color to look at, like it's very, very like pale color. It's a very pale color. It's pale green. But yeah, I've got all these ready and one ready to go. Got one, two, three, four, five, six. I got six of them done. And then we got a few more. One, two. Oh, we got three more that I just sewed the ends. And then we got all of these. This is a lot. That's a lot. So we got three more. Should I do those three more right now? No, four. We got four more. I'm just going to take a break. I think I need a break. But yeah, I need more light in my house too. For some reason, since I have to put this light lower for these guys, I don't really want to show them right now because this video will be like, I don't know, me what are you, blacklisted or whatever. But anyways, so what I've been doing is making these little pouches, and I'm going to sell these little pouches, and they're lavender pouches. So I've got only four of them here, but I'm gonna make more. I get some lavender and do more. And yeah. And my kitty's in heat right now. And 9 to 5 work for Dolly Parton, though. Oh, nice. I'll work for Dolly Parton. My dad is in heaven, so like he used to like Dolly Parton. I think my dad would be like going crazy. His energy would go be like crazy if I was like working for her. That's something that if I was to work for Dolly Parton, that would be hilarious to my family. It would be hilarious. Something that you never imagined when you were younger, though. Her song 9 to 5. You're saying, oh, you know who I'd like to like be around is Roseanne. Like I'd like to go live with her for a bit. Roseanne, you want me to come live with you? Hashtag Roseanne. She needs to come and see. If I can come live with her. Yeah, we could have some. I think her and I would have some really cool conversations and do some great things. I don't know. I think I like her personality and women like that are very outspoken and stuff. There she is. There she is. What you want? What you want? Let me go back and see what y'all were saying, if you guys had anything that you wanted me to respond to. Still waiting on video, heavens. And I left. You still waiting on that video? All right, so here I show you guys, see? They all have to do with cleaning. I was gonna make a video of everything, and then I was gonna do a video, a day in the life of a YouTuber. Oh, and then I was gonna make a sign with my chakra table. I was gonna make a sign with that. I got so many things I want to do, but I ain't doing none of them. Oh, so like this here. Okay, so I've been wanting to make my own sign, and this table, the one side, the one side, this kind of fell off on there, right there. So I was just gonna make it a sign, and then it'd be like that.